another episode of Gege's Beauty Compound. I am so excited for you guys to join me today because we are going to discuss a very exciting topic. Want to know what it is? Okay. Today we're going to be talking about melanin. What is melanin? How it helps to protect us from the sun, different types of melanin, all that great stuff. So, before we get started, of course, I want you guys to like, subscribe, and ding that notification button. Okay, now that we've gotten that out the way. So, I wanted to discuss melanin today because there is a big misconception that I have heard throughout my life, being of the Black diaspora, of course, African American. I wanted to make sure that those who are of deeper, tones understand the importance of melanin, what it is, and also how to still properly protect our skin from the sun. And for those who are on the lighter spectrum, how you also, have melanin and how it can protect you as well, and things that you can do to help to continue to have the beautiful, vibrant skin, youthful appearance, and all that good stuff. So let's jump on in. So, what is melanin? Now, ladies and gents, every human being on the entire planet has melanin. It is not just exclusive for those who are descendants of Africa or some of the other, warmer climates. Everyone has melanin in their skin because we all are touched by the sun. We're all affected by sun rays. The sun still hits in every area of the planet. You still experience, those UVA rays, those UVB rays. So everyone has melanin. Now, melanin is described as a dark brown to black pigment occurring in the skin, the hair, the irises, of the eyes, in people, and also in animals. And it's responsible for the tanning of skin that is exposed to sunlight. That's the best way to describe melanin. Now, what does melanin mean, you may ask? Well, melanin can also be described as black or dark. That's pretty much, what it means. And it's basically a group of natural pigments, found in most organisms. Melanin is produced through a multi-stage chemical process known as melanogenesis, where the oxidation of the amino tyrosine is followed by polymerization. The melanin pigments are produced in a specialized group of cells known as melanocytes. So, what does the word melanin mean? It simply means black or dark. And it is basically, it is a pigment, that determines your skin color as well as your hair and eye color. That's the basics of what melanin is and what the word melanin means. But it is produced by skin cells. So all of your skin cells, the protective barrier that covers your organs and your veins and muscles and all of that good stuff. It is so produced in your skin cells, and when it's exposed to the sun, the more sun exposure, the more melanin is produced. And surprisingly, some of you may not know that there are actually two types of melanin. So, let's take it back to our ancestors, if you will. If you are a descendant of a more northern climate, then you typically are further away from the sun. So your skin or for your protective barrier of your organs, veins, etc., you may not need as much of a protective barrier for your skin because your ancestors were less exposed to the sunlight and sun rays. Whereas those who were more of the southern atmospheres and hemispheres were more exposed to sunlight and sun rays. So therefore, as a protectant, God gave them a deeper pigment to help to protect from the sun rays, sunburn, and etc. Now, the two types of melanin that exist in wherever continent that you are from, you're either going to have a eumelanin, which gives your skin a more brown or tan color, or you're going to have a pheomelanin, which gives skin a more red color. The eumelanin is typically for those who are closer, to, of course, those southern climates, such as Africa, such as Latin America, such as Asia. Those are who are considered of the minority. Those who are considered minorities typically would have a eumelanin, whereas those who may be from more of a northern climate, have less sun that they have to adapt to and deal with, would be more of the pheomelanin. So your skin typically has a more reddish, type of color or response to sunlight. So just to put it simply, it's basically just to for our bodies and our skin typically just adapted to the climates, the weather climates that we were in, whether it needed more protection or less protection. There you have the two types of melanin. So you may ask, well, can you tell me more about, like, what exactly does melanin mean? What does that mean? Well, in the Greek, it's simply defined as melis, which means black or dark. And it's just typically a broad term, just a group of natural pigments, found in most organisms, and again, just produced through chemical process in our skin. Just helps us to absorb less of the sun or more of the sun. Now, you may also say, well, I know that my ancestors are more, from Europe, or, climates that had less of a sun impact, needed less protection from the sun. Or you may say, I have a deeper pigment. My ancestors were from Africa or from Latin America, from Asia, and maybe needed a little bit more, of that sun ray protection. Well, how did it decide your skin color, your skin pigment and tone? Well, I'm here to tell you. So basically, skin color is determined by the pigment called melanin. And while everyone does have melanin, whether you are more on the lighter skinned of the Fitzpatrick scale, or you're more on the deeper or darker tones of the Fitzpatrick scale, you still need it. Everyone just happens to have different forms and different ratios of melanin in their skin. So, here's the thing. All of this is leading up to me just expressing to you guys that every human being on the planet has melanin and needs protection from the sun. You have maybe observed and come to find that when you are younger, of course, you have more collagen, more elastin in your skin, right? And it is very vital that as we are more in our prime and more in the youthful stage of our lives, it is so important. I would even say to start as, young as teenagers, to start protecting your skin from the excessive sunlight and sun radiation, because if you don't, it can reduce the elastin and speed up the aging process in your skin. The best way to do that is for you to use SPF. I love the image, and this is just me personally as an esthetician. This is the brand and the kind that I love to use. This is the Image Sun Protection SPF in the level of 50. The reason I love the 50 level versus a 15, 20, or 30 is because, of course, the higher the amount of protection, the higher that you are going to protect your skin from those sun rays. We want to protect our skin. We want to stay as healthy and youthful as long as possible, right? I don't know anyone who says, oh yeah, I want a premature age. I don't know anybody who says that. So if you want to prevent premature aging of your skin, please, 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 please purchase SPF. I would recommend that you use SPF that is 30 or higher. Reason being is, if you're going to use SPF that is lower than that, then it is not going to have as much effectiveness to protect your skin from the sun rays and premature aging. So 30 to 50 is the way to go. And I am going to place my link for the Image SPF 50 in my description, so you guys can click on that link and purchase your own. Now, another thing I love about the Image SPF is because it is very lightweight. It has a nice light scent. It doesn't leave a lot of dryness or residue on my skin when I apply it. And it also has moisturizing agents in it. Some other SPF brands that I've tried, I mean, they're going to protect your skin, but without having that added moisturizer in it, it still can kind of leave a residue. And unless you really, really dab a lot, on your epidermis or the surface of your skin, it still may leave like a dry, residue that you don't want that. So this brand, Image SPF 50, I absolutely love and adore. So I wanted to, just show you guys how I apply my SPF if I'm just, doing a facial service. Keep in mind, this is not me showing you how I would apply SPF if I were going to the beach, or have my arms out, or I'm going to a festival or that type of thing. I'm just going to demonstrate if I were to provide a facial or even do an application on myself. So with facial products, unless you are applying a mask, you don't want to use too much. You're not applying it like a lotion. You just want to use like a dime size. Can you guys see that? You just want to use a dime size, because as you do your tapotement technique of tapping and dabbing all over your face, neck, and décolleté, this is going to give you all the coverage you need. So I'm just going to kind of pull my hair back. So I'm taking my fingers here, and I'm just going to go doop, 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 doop. Just going to dab, 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 dab. Now, when you're applying your products, you always want to go up in an upward motion. Because where do we want our skin to go as it ages? We want it to go up, not dragging it down. So you can see I'm just doing my tapotement technique. And even when I provide facials, this is like my next to last step when I provide a service. The last step I tend to do is like the eye collagen treatment. But bam. And as you can see, just lightly tapping, making sure I don't have any excess anywhere. And bam, I've covered my entire face, neck, and décolleté area. So you can, if you're going to do your makeup, you know, for the day, you're going out, you're going to work, where have you, you can apply your SPF under your foundation. You can do that because it's not going to have like a greasy type of look after you apply it. So go ahead, apply that SPF. Then of course you can do your primer and then, you know, your makeup, your concealer, and etc. But this brand, as you can see, I absolutely love it. See, no residue, no white marks, just with me doing a light depulpment on the top of my skin. It provided full coverage, and I just use, like, as mentioned, like a dime size of SPF in it. It goes a long way, and it lasts a long time. If you are properly using the correct amount of your skincare products, you shouldn't be running through your SPF or your skincare products within a month. And typically, they don't expire for 6 months anyway. So, just another little tidbit. Now, I want to say that everyone, I thank you so much, you know, for watching, joining my channel. Please make sure that you are using your SPF, because whether your ancestors were closer to the sun, further away from the sun, we all have melanin. We all need protection from the sun, the UVA and the UVB rays. And you also may not be aware that even at night, the sun rays are still active. So if you're going out, make sure you put that protection, that protective covering on. It's going to help you keep your nice, beautiful, you know, youthful appearance for much longer. And, you know, I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew that, because oftentimes, you know, sometimes you talk with friends or family, or you may overhear different conversations, and people will say, oh, I don't use SPF. Oh, I don't need it. Everyone needs it. We all want to continue to stay safe. Of course, another important thing about using SPF is it's also going to protect you from any carcinogens, anything that can be cancer forming. That also, you know, protects you from that as well. So I thank you so much, you know, you guys, for joining me for another episode of Gege's Beauty Compound. If you have any questions, any skincare questions, any questions about melanin, any questions about SPF, feel free to leave them in the comment section. I love to hear from you guys. And if you were interested in, you know, the lipstick that I wore today, or the mascara, or even, you know, my nice, you know, little eyeshadow, liquid eyeshadow, I also want to make sure that you know, today I used on my lips a product from Hard Candy. And you can see I've had it for a little bit. Not too long, because I do happen to keep this one in my purse. That's why it's rubbed off right there. But this particular color is called Charm. And I love it because it's like a reddish orange color. But another thing I love about it is a cream to matte to a glitter. So let me show you. So if I press my lips together, you can see it turns into a glitter. It really brings the glitter pigments out onto your lips. And the more you do it, the more you can see the glitter and more of the orange flecks coming out onto the lip color. So I'll also leave that description in, I'll also leave the link to that description, you know, below as well, so you guys can take a look at that. And also, I keep telling you guys, if you want to move away from using the glue on your strip lashes and all of those things, you really want to try this Thrive 3D mascara. It's life. I mean, I wouldn't lie to you guys. I am not wearing any lashes right now. I literally only have this Thrive mascara on, and it gives your lashes the appearance of having on strip lashes. I'm also going to leave this in my bio as well, because if I learn about a product that I think you guys will love, I'm going to share it, because it has really been a game changer for me. I really don't like, I don't like the glue residue on my lashes. Even though as an esthetician I know how to remove them properly, I still don't like having to do that extra step, because it can cause you to lose your lashes, over time, or even after you take your lashes off. So I have on, as mentioned, the Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara by Thrive. And you make with this company goes to helping a woman that has a small business. And it's amazing. So you're doing something wonderful for yourself, and you're also helping another small business owner. So you wanna try that too. And on my eyes, I'm just using the Revlon, liquid eyeshadow, which I love, because I love pigments. When I wear my makeup, I love pigments, I love color, and I love something that, makes you look brighter and everything without wearing too much. So I'll add that too for you guys. So I thank you guys so much for joining me again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ding that notification button. I love you guys. Thank you for joining another episode of Gege's Beauty Compound, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.